Listen, ladies, most of the calls that I get are from women dating guys that when in the talking stage, there's a bunch of friction. And actually, I learned it from another YouTuber and I found it to be really fascinating. But they usually talk to me about guys that they're uncertain. When you try to set up a date, it's difficult. When you ask him what does he want, he's uncertain. He doesn't give you straight answers, and that becomes a source of stress and something that they need to change and overcome. And that to me is problematic because the most important thing when it comes to dating and maintaining your peace is being able to identify men who are putting friction in your path and not pursuing them. In fact, you stop all contact. It's not about changing them. It's not about doing no contact to change their minds. It's about doing no contact to keep and maintain your sanity. Some of y'all get triggered real badly by uncertainty. You guys get triggered by men who treat you with indifference, and you see it as a affront to your self esteem. And rather than walk away, you take it personal and you try to change them or get revenge. And what I want you to understand is that you're losing it, you're fighting a losing battle. In the 30 strategies of war, one of my favorite strategies is win the battle, lose the battle to win the war. What does it say? Lose the battle. Let's read it right here. Lose the battle, but win the war. Let's read it right here. Okay. And 32 strategies. And if you guys want to check out my Patreon, I have a section where we talked about in the Robert Greene Book Club this chapter. But it goes like this, okay? Here it is, because I think it's really fun. It's one of my favorite strategies because it is the height of wisdom to be able to do this. Grand strategy is the art of looking beyond the present battle and calculating ahead, focusing on the ultimate goal and plotting to reach it. Every day you face battles. That is the reality for all creatures in their struggle to survive. But the greatest battle is with yourself, your weakness, your emotions, your lack of resolution in seeing things through the end. And what you want to be able to do is learn how to keep that in mind. What is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate goal is to be happy. Your ultimate goal is to be happy and find somebody that treats you right. The problem is that whenever there's problems in the beginning, it's a precursor of what's going to happen in the future times 10. That's the issue. Is that whatever you're struggling, Jesus Christ, what are they cooking outside, man? Whatever they're struggling with right now, when you're dating someone, it's gonna get worse over time. You're not gonna be able to change it. You don't have the magic poom poom to change a guy who's inconsistent from the beginning to being consistent 6 months later. When guys truly like you and truly want you, they are consistent from the start, from day one. You don't have to do. Let me read this right here, man. You don't have to do spinneroonies to get them to be consistent. You don't have to do double backflips to get them to be consistent. You do it from the beginning. It's easy. The problem is that y'all legit like dating like y'all are playing Mario. You guys are playing this on hard mode. That's not how you do it. In 97 of the 30 strategies of war, this is my favorite chapter. It says this: pick your battles carefully. The perfect economy strategy. We all have limitations. Our enemy and our energies and skills would take us only so far. Danger comes from trying to surpass our limits, seduced by the glitter prize into overextending ourselves, over pursuing, being extra needy and creepy, not learning to walk away. We end up exhausted and vulnerable. So if you're exhausted, like everyone, like I read the comment section, which I don't know why I don't know why I get annoyed when I read that. This is so exhausting. It's because you're being hard headed. You're overextending yourself. You're being exhausted because you're just banging your head against a wall and expecting it to penetrate. Anytime you feel a harsh surface, move on to the next. When you feel exhausted and frustrated, it's because you are lying to yourself. You're trying to force the issue rather than getting the hell out and walking away. Consider the hidden costs of war, the hidden cost of pursuing someone who's putting friction, who's uncertain, who's difficult to set up a date. Whether you don't even know whether or not he's going to meet up. Where if you say, "Hey, can you hang out?" He takes 5 to 7 hours to respond, and even that you don't know whether or not he's going to follow through. But you don't know whether or not he wants a relationship. Consider the hidden cost of dealing with that goofy. Consider the hidden cost of war, time loss, political goodwill squandered, an embittered enemy bent on revenge. Sometimes it's better to wait, to undermine your enemies covertly rather than hitting them straight on. If battle cannot be avoided, get them to fight get them to fight on your own terms. Aim at their weaknesses. Make the war expensive for them and cheap for you. Fighting with the perfect economy, you can outlast even your most powerful foe. And what's that perfect economy? Waiting, backing away, not engaging in every battle. If the guy says, "I don't know," you don't engage. You just walk away. If you sense any friction, any doubt, any uncertainty, you don't try to change their minds. You just walk away. So much problems could be avoided if you just learn this principle. There's another principle that I like, and that's the grand strategy. And I'm trying to find it right now. Hit them where it hurts, envelop them, know the exit strategy, turn the tables. Oh, here it is. You are judged in this world not by how well you are judging this world by how well you bring things to an end. A messy or incomplete conclusion can reverberate for years to come. The art of ending things is knowing when to stop. When do you stop? Well, when you sense friction, uncertainty, doubt, him going too slow towards a relationship, you walk away. When he tells you he doesn't know what he's looking for, when he likes you, but he's sending you mixed signals, you don't communicate. You walk away. You walk away. The height of strategic wisdom is avoid all conflict and entanglement that have no realistic exit. How do you know that? Well, because it's hard. You got to change their mind. You feel like you have to go to a bruja to do some witchcraft to change his mind. You got to look at the horoscopes to see whether or not this is the right guy for you. When it's meant to be, it's easy. You set up a date, he's there. When it's meant to be, you don't have to play all of these games. Before we continue, people, if you guys want to learn how to avoid these games, check out my new course, The Commitment Formula. Course that I created that would literally take you out of what I like to call situationship hell. Because that's pretty much what it is, situationship hell. You can pre-order it right now and get it at a discount before it comes out at the end of January. And don't forget, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, you guys can book a session and know exactly when I'm going to be available by clicking on the description down below. You see that schedule? That's when I'm available. And above all, there's a free gift. So for all the freeloaders, if you don't want to pay nothing, just get the free gift right here. And with this free gift, you'll get my free audiobook and ebook about how to make him chase. Just put your email on the description down below. Every freeloader is welcome. And this is, I'll be honest with you, this is the most important thing, honestly. It's really go after those who are easy for you. The problem is that a lot of you guys are desperate. That's just the truth. Not desperate in general, but when you like someone, it triggers the desperate emotions that you had as a child. Because there's a reason why we feel desperate. There's a reason why we feel impatient when you like a guy. Because it came from unfulfilled needs in childhood. And it becomes projected onto this person that you don't even know. So how do you do it with that? One, write down all of your resentments. In Alcoholics Anonymous, when I worked at a drug rehab, they taught us that, because I used to work in psychology. They taught us that the source of every negative emotion comes from resentment towards other people, the things that people do to us, and we hold it in. Go look into what step 4 is in that. It's actually a brilliant psychological exercise where you write down your resentments from your parents, your friends, all of them, and you read it to someone. If you check, if you find out what those resentments are, surprisingly, a lot of those negative emotions just fade away. Because those negative emotions that we feel that causes desperate emotions, that causes us to get desperate, really is because you have unacknowledged resentment. The next thing is sometimes the guys don't like you because of just the truth is you're out of shape. You eat horribly. Your diet is shit. Some guys would like you if you would fix that. I'm sorry. No coach ever tells women that shit. Some of y'all need to get in better shape. I'm sorry. Yes, some people have medical issues. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who legit have diets that you're gonna die of fucking diabetes soon. Diabetes is knocking at the door. Y'all eat no vegetables, no fruits. It's all fast food, and it's all food that's what do we call it? That's processed. Hit the gym. Look at me. I don't look. Y'all were telling me. Y'all were calling me and saying that that I look sick. You know what I did? I didn't get mad. I didn't get offended. I didn't call the NAACP to cancel people for calling me saying that I look sick. I took what you guys said and said, okay, you know what? They're saying it because they care. Yeah, exactly. I took your criticisms because I know some of y'all were doing it because you guys cared. I took it and I said, you know what? I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna stop smoking because what you guys were saying was true. And let me tell you something. Did it help my dating life? Oh, it sure did. It fucking did. I didn't know how tired I looked before. Look at me, man. I took your advice. Eating well made my skin glow. I feel better. I sleep better when I stop smoking. I feel like my skin feels thicker because the collagen is growing because of my lack of smoking. No toxic chemicals in my body. I breathe better. I'm in a better mood. I sleep longer, and so I feel more rested and I look more rested. So improve your looks. Do what you can. Because sometimes these guys treat you with indifference and with friction because they don't find you attractive. Listen, I'm not talking about things you can't change. I'm not talking about people who had accidents. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about people who as we get older, we attract this different kind of person. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's maturity. I'm talking about people, things that you could change and work on. Because we could tell, like, oh, if this girl just worked on that, oh my gosh, she'll be so attractive. But it comes with discipline. Y'all want everything, but without the discipline. No. If I was able to take criticism, you guys can also take criticism. If I was able to read those comments calling me sick, looking at me tired, looking like fucking like a crackhead, you guys can also take that criticism. If I could develop the discipline to improve my life, you guys can also do the same thing. It is not because guys are bad nowadays. A lot of the times is one, you're dealing with guys that don't like you, and two, they don't find you physically attractive. And with women, I'll be honest with you, look, y'all, I'm really trying to close the channel. It's really about getting yourself in shape, man. I'm not even gonna lie, and getting your and eating better and working on your health, eating more greens. I'm sorry, y'all may get mad at me. Some people may get mad at me, but you got to do what you can control. And by the way, getting more money, getting more power is not gonna help. No, it's not gonna help. No, getting outwardly more wealthy is not gonna help. Nope. Sorry, ladies, you're not dudes. You guys are not men. It does. We don't work that way. All of a sudden, getting promoted, it's not gonna work. Nope. Guys are not, oh my gosh, she's the manager. She's so no. That it doesn't work. Unfortunately for women, it's really about visually what we see. And then it's your emotional life. And you can work on that through acknowledging your resentments, develop a meditation practice, go to a therapist, stop being alone and be around people, develop normal habits that you gain through being around people. Not just that, try different haircuts, try different ways of dressing, develop hobbies, and meet people through your hobbies. That's the best way. Get offline. Stop using those online dating apps. They make you more unattractive. Online dating makes women look more unattractive. It's how it is. It makes me more unattractive. It makes everyone more unattractive because they were not the only option. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm being mean, but I'm not being mean. I'm being honest with you guys. Be perfectly honest. If I was able to take criticism, y'all too. And I'm not talking about get plastic surgery. Stop it. Y'all gonna kill yourselves, man. Y'all gonna get cancer through that shit. Yeah, y'all gonna get cancer. Like you have increased likelihood of cancer, and that'll mean also Ozempic. God damn. Yeah, y'all. Do you know how many complications it gives you? Develop habits, positive habits over time. If you work on that, I mean, women, look, ask any woman that look, I am definitely getting canceled. Ask any woman who has lost weight. Tell her how her experience is. One, she feels resentful because it feels like most guys now like her and people like her because of how she looks. That's what I know because I talk to them. But two, yeah, your propositions improve and they expand actually, and doesn't even lose weight. Work on your skin. Drink more water. Y'all were telling me I was looking crusty. It was true. Look. Just look at my old videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. It was true. Try a different haircut. That's what I did too. People like my godfather Alex Groom. I did that too. I listened to you guys. Y'all gotta listen to me now. I'm telling you, man. This is what you control. What you can control. Do what you can do, and don't pursue guys that are not putting in the effort. And you'll see your dating life will be much better. Much better. Anyways, check out my course, people. The Commitment Blueprint. Break the pattern of being single, of being in situationships. And you can pre-order it right now. And above all, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. Take care.